Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. Now, well, as you can see from the title, I'm gonna be making more characters for a game concept I have. It's been a while since I've done, one of these videos, so, well, yeah, I think it's time we, get into these videos again. And, well, before we start, as you can see, I'm animated now. Did an overhaul on my stuff. So, let me know what you think. Final thing before we get into, this video and the characters. I redesigned the first two characters I made. So, well, here they are. But also, I decided I'm going to be making 3 characters for the different light types. This video is going to have 4 characters. Speed paints. One's gonna be ranged and the other's gonna be blade. So that should be it for now. So I'm not gonna waste more time. Let's get right into this video, shall we? So starting off with the final ranged character, I wanted to make this dude a punk. Now I wanted to do something different with this dude. So this dude in his story is going to be a part of the villain's team. However, I don't see this character really being a villain. This is one of the characters I do have to think of story-wise what to do. But again, these are game concept characters. Obviously, I'm gonna need to think of more stuff. These are ideas, and if this becomes a game, well, it's gonna be more fleshed out in the future. So, if you want, watch these videos, subscribe. Hopefully this becomes a video game, because I like these characters. I want to see these guys really become actual characters and things. Anyway, off track. This dude, he is a punk. He goes against the grain with authority figures. The heroes, I guess, of the story. But also, I feel like he wouldn't really be all in on the villains. I feel like he'd just want to cause chaos. And again, still trying to get stuff going. I wanted his weapon of choice to be his guitar. Now, with the other 2 characters, they have guns, and they would have more range than he would. I think for him, he would be more area of effect, type of damage. More spread out, not pinpoint and far. Big spread. That's all I'm trying to say. Would make sound waves with his music, and it'd be all cool and stuff. I feel like making him more stylized, when you play his story, would be a cool thing to do, but have more special effects going on. But again, concept, if this becomes a game, the ideas would be more fleshed out. But anyway, he actually has 2 other members of his band, I guess, and I'll go over those characters later, as well as characters in these stories and stuff. That'll be another video. But today we're talking about these characters right now, the playable ones. I think I'll go more into the villain stuff when I come to talk about him. The villain has stuff going on with these characters. He likes to get in people's heads. Teaser for later. Yeah, not really much else to talk about with this guy right away. I think he's cool. I tried to make his design more shapely. Like, obviously in between, like, making videos, like, I played Pokemon Legends Za, so that game kind of made me want to do, like, dabble more into shapely, like, stuff. It motivated me to improve my character designs, so these are the results of that, sort of. I'll have to get more used to it going forward, but these are pretty good, and I'm happy with the designs that came out. Anyway, let me know what you think of this guy. This is Marshall Brown, and here are all the range characters together. Alright, now moving on to the actual, like, video characters. These are the blade characters. Basically, well, they have blades, and they're characters. Anyway, let's start off with the first one, shall we? So, for this dude, and for context, I recorded this a little bit prior. Recording got messed up. However, in that time of recording that and recording this, I have more ideas about this character. So, this character in this game would be like two worlds. One world being the human world, and the other being like D&D fantasy. The non-human world. And he would be an outlier in the non-human world, as well as a human. It would kind of like, his whole vibe would be like out of placeness and familiarity in the human world. He would be, in addition to like stopping the main bad guy looking for answers, there is a twist with the villain and him. And I'm not gonna get into it because if this does become a concept, an actual game, I think it would be really cool. But anyway, he has ties to the human world though. I'll let you know that now. But anyway, I made this dude a samurai. Again, with the characters, like I made the hair wild. Again with Legends Za, Z-A. The characters have unique hairstyles, and I wanted to, expand my horizons. So, this dude is sort of like that. Again, there's not much I can really say about without going into like spoiler territory, but he's gonna be cool. This is Susano Kenyo. Alright, moving on to the third character in this video. Now, I want this character to be basically like Rouge from SA2, Sonic Adventure 2. This character does like things like for jobs, money. A gun for hire, let's say. So, their whole vibe is basically do whatever to get money. They don't care if their hands get dirty. Like I said, gun for hire. However, over the course of the story, also they're on the villain team, through their interaction with the characters and stuff, they'll gain a bit of humanity. Again, like Rouge, technically she's working for gun and stuff, like the good guys. However, she also has her own thing going on, like the jewels and stuff. That's sort of what I picture this character doing. Well, again, like Rouge, she gets closer to Shadow and almost sort of drops the mask, I guess. Same thing with this character, but with another character going forward in the future. That's for a future video. This character honestly came out pretty quick. Let me know what you think of this character. I wanted for the design to be like androgynous and stuff, kind of mystery leading. Hiding a lot of stuff close to their chest is sort of this character, I think. Again, concept for characters. More fleshed out if become game. And you can start to see like the hair and stuff. More stuff going on with the... You've heard me talk about the designs and stuff in this video. But yeah, let me know what you think of this character. Also, I think for this character, I want them to be able to like climb walls. And like, that works with the weapons being like sickles and stuff. They could like climb and get to hard to reach spots. Like, all the characters I want unique ways to play them that you can't do with others. I sound like a broken record, but concept. More fleshed out in the future. Anyway, let me know what you think of this character. This is Viper. Alright, the final Blade character. So, this one is gonna be a bit unique of a character. So, a lot of the characters, their stories focus mainly on the human world. Like, there's stuff going on there. However, this character is gonna be almost entirely, if not entirely, in the fantasy world. The non-human world. This is one of the characters I've thought of the most, I'd say. More fleshed out characters, let's say. Their whole thing is killing dragons, though. Because of, well, trauma with the dragons. This character is going to have beef with Reaper, who just so happens to be a dragon. I don't want to go into specifics, because like with Susano, I don't want to spoil stuff too much. But I will give like basic like hints towards their stories. This character, well, you don't see their face often. Like, you mainly see their face like when she's alone. She tends to keep to herself a lot. However, she gets not necessarily open, slightly less like keep to herself, let's say. But still, majority keep to herself. Her story is all about learning to trust people again. Hint for her story. Oh yeah, her armor is made of black dragon scales, like a hardened, like forged, like scales. Also, Reaper is a black dragon, part dragon. So, well, there's another like thing. This character, I'm pretty sure, is the most spiky of all the characters I've drawn so far. Just an absurd amount of spikes. That's actually with like the character designs I've done so far. For non-artists, like there's like shade languages and stuff. For the Blade characters, like there's a lot of like sharp, like triangle shapes, because well, blades and stuff. But with like the shooty gun range characters and martial, like there's like more blocky. There's also like circular shapes, stuff like that. Not as like sharp shapes in them, in their designs. That's a cool thing I thought of, and I'll try and keep it going in the future. But we'll just wait and see. I am not a professional character designer. I'm just doing this for fun at this point. I think it'd be cool to do it like professionally, but oh yeah, I do not have many skills in that regard. Let me know what you think of this character. I do think one of the things You know, I thought it's a little quirky aspect of this character. So obviously this is like the spikiest character, like the edgiest one, all that stuff. But I thought it'd be like a fun thing to do to give her like a cat. Like an animal companion that smooths the harsher surface of the character, gives that bit of like wholesomeness to the character. Mellow her out a bit to the edgy like drama of the character. I'm rambling at this point. Let me know what you think. I will draw her cat in another video, so look forward to that. Anyway, these were the Blade characters and one ranged character, as well as the redesigns of the other two ranged characters. Let me know which batch of 3 is your favorite. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. Maybe range, but I've had more time to grow attached to the characters. I don't know. Once all the characters are made, I'll probably have to decide then, or I'll tell you which is my favorite. But right now, I'm thinking range, because the reason I said. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can get back on track and not waste time like I did between the last video upload. I was busy with animating. But hopefully I can get back on a roll with these videos. I want to make Pokemon characters for the next video, I think. So look forward to that. And well, I did say I was going to make a Pokemon catch-up video, but now I can just reveal the non-Pokemon that didn't appear in the video during the Dex part, or I could just reveal it sooner, whenever. Who knows? But yeah, next video is going to be characters, gym leaders for my region. And for those characters, I'm gonna go all out with the character designs with them. Fun shapes and all that stuff. Look forward to it. It'll be cool. Anyway, hopefully you like this video, hopefully you like the characters, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.